Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to today's Pick a Card reading. Today, we are doing a spirit message. So, whatever your guides want you to know the most right now, they will definitely be communicating that through the reading that you choose. Trust your intuition to choose the reading that will resonate the most with you. So, I have 5 different oracle cards for you to choose from, and while we go through the reading selection, I will be playing a sound for those of you that like to choose your reading clairaudiently. So let's go ahead and jump into that now. All right, if you need more time, you can go down to the description box and hit the reading selection timestamp. We're going to begin with reading number 1, but all 5 readings will be timestamped in the description box as well. So go ahead and find yours there, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what your guides want you to know the most right now. So you felt drawn to the fox here. And the fox is all about partnership, it's about dedication and being skillful in a specific area of your life. So I definitely feel like right now you need to be very loyal to yourself and what you're currently working on. I do feel there is an essence of partnership in this. I genuinely, right off the bat, am not feeling that this is about another person. It feels more like what you are currently working on in your life, whether that be your career or some kind of project. I think for some of you, maybe it is about a partnership with another person, but I feel like for the most of you, this is really about some kind of project that you're working on. So let's clarify with some tarot. Yeah, a business venture perhaps. Something that you really need to create and nurture. Okay, so it's looking like there is something that you need to nurture into a better standing. I feel like with both these queens coming out, both the mothers, pentacles and swords, wands, that there's this need for you to really nurture and develop what you've already got going. I do feel that there is an essence of anxiety here. That isn't going to go away through force. It's going to go away because you give yourself more allowance. You give yourself more compassion. You nurture yourself in the process. Because I do feel like the anxiety that you're dealing with when it comes to this project, I feel like it's a mixture of you being very hard on yourself, and also maybe your perspective is very limited. Like, the way that you're perceiving your skills and the truth of like you and your worth and yourself in this matter at hand, it just kind of feels a little bit skewed. It feels a little bit like you're not really seeing your work for what it truly is. And I feel like you're doing so much better than you're giving yourself credit for. But all of that anxiety, the things that are really keeping you bound and tied up in your mind, it's really causing some challenges there that do manifest physically. But I feel like it's starting in your mind. And so this is going to be about you getting more into your body, more into the action-oriented state, less in the planning stage. This is something that I feel like is going to really help you, and your guides are trying to bring your attention to movement and action instead of you planning and thinking and creating within your mind, because I think that you're getting tripped up in there. Yeah. Eight of Swords coming back out. Oh, yeah. I think you're really doubting yourself. It looks like you've got a lot going on in your mind about your worth. Again, the skills that you have, maybe it's the resources that are available to you. Maybe you don't have enough money to get started on the things that you really want to do. Whatever it is, however it's manifesting for you, you do need to remove yourself from the drama. It's truly clouding your vision. It's truly causing this big block in what you're seeing. And the truth is you're about to blossom. You're about to pop out into this really beautiful and magnetic scene where you can really create and feel like you're in that creative flow. But if you are sitting in your comfort zone and saying, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't know how to do this, I'm not good enough for that, then it's going to be very difficult for you to feel that sense of hope that it is okay, that you're going to be okay, that you're going to come out of this little chrysalis and, you know, you can fly away. You don't have to like plop down there on those swords. And I do feel that this is anxiety that stems from a deeper place within you. It's something that, you know, it isn't crazy. You're not wild for thinking this way, but it's not necessary and it's not serving you. So your guides are asking you to be more dedicated to the work that you're doing, be more carefree, be more strategic, but not within your mind. It's time to get out of your mind, because that's where all these troubles are stemming from. This is an indicator that you have what it takes to nurture and create the things that you want. You have what it takes to really bring your vision to life and step out of the limitations that you've placed on yourself. A lot of, you know, granted, with the state of the world right now, it is difficult to receive money and those types of things, or it can be. And so, yes, there are going to be some resources that you just don't have, and that's okay. It's time to get out of your mind about those things, because there's plenty that is available to you. It's time to get creative, not through thinking your way through it, but through feeling your way through it, through acting your way through it. Not like pretending acting, but like taking real steps towards your desires. Using the tools that you do have to your advantage and using them strategically. Any final messages? Yeah. Things aren't going to crash and burn around you. There's this need for you to feel that. There's this need for you to address the emotions that you like, why are you assuming that things are going to crash and burn around you? Why are you assuming that everything is going to go wrong and that you're not good enough? Where is that stemming from? Again, I don't feel that this is wrong, that because with the devil there, I mean, these are long held beliefs. They've obviously come from a very deep wound within you. And so, yeah, it's going to be a little bit challenging to feel that, but it'll be important that you do. It'll be important that you really give yourself permission to do that, because things aren't going to end badly. They're not going to end in this horrible, chaotic, shifty tower moment. You have more control than that. Your guides are saying that not everything in your life is out of your control. You have more control. But to get that control, to get to that perspective, to have more control over your mind, you're gonna have to feel some emotions that you've been guarding yourself from, that you have not been willing to. So nurture yourself. Your guides are telling you to nurture yourself, dedicate your time and your physical attention to the work that you're doing, to the things that you're creating. You have what it takes to use your creativity to your advantage to get real results in life. You have some anxiety that you need to deal with, but that's okay. Everybody does. And you're going to get through that. You're going to get through this mental stuff. It's just a matter of you really being your own partner and channeling this fox energy here and just adding a little bit more magic into your life. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing for you, and I hope that this message resonated. If it did and you like the way that I read, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card reading, so thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. I wish you all the best. Blessed be. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what your spirit guides want you to know the most right now. So you felt drawn to this dragonfly here. So this card is all about the mind. It's all about coming back into your breath so that you can really think clearly and use your inner wisdom to your advantage. So your guides are telling you that the situation at hand, you might be overthinking. There may be a little bit of a misperception, a misguided perception, but that you have what it takes to calm your mind, maybe calm some anxiety that you're dealing with, so that you can really see things in a clearer way, or in just a more comfortable way. So let's see what's going on here for you. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Father of Cups, Son of Cups, Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah, it does look like there's a pretty big decision right now. Things are changing for you. Things are shifting in your life. The Wheel of Fortune is always moving. Things are always turning. And it's your job to believe in the changes that are happening. It's your job to go with the flow of life. Of course, you are the sayer, the doer, and the thinker of your life. You get to create things, but the universe has a plan, and it will keep moving with that plan, with or without you. And so I do feel like right now you're meant to be feeling things. You're meant to be going with the flow. It does look like there are some decisions that are really hard. It's difficult for you to feel soothed right now, because it seems like there are some things that you're just struggling with mentally, like some decisions you have to make. And I want you to know that your guides are saying that these things come from your subconscious. These are not things that you can just power through and force yourself to make the decision with. These are things that you're going to have to feel your way through. So it's interesting that you felt so drawn to the dragonfly. I feel like you want the answer to be a very clear and logical thing, but your guides are suggesting that you have to balance your logic with your emotions. You have to be able to converge your mind and your body, your emotions and your thoughts. Using only thinking, using only your mind is really going to cause that feeling of stuckness to persist. And so being your own emotional leader, being this master of your emotions is really going to benefit you. And you don't have to know it all. You don't have to have all of the answers and know exactly what to do. That's the beauty of the Son of Cups, is there's this ability to just kind of go with the flow and feel your way through situations that may be a little bit daunting or confusing. And, with so much changing, who could blame you for being a little bit afraid, for being a little bit overwhelmed and wanting things to be so like cut and dry? But it's really not. It's not that simple, but it is that simple. I do feel that it's just a matter of you practicing leaning into your emotional world a little bit more so that you can find the next step to take. Okay, 9 of Wands, High Priestess, and the Devil. You also have the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I really do feel that this situation that you're facing, it's just a matter of you standing where you're at and not trying to charge forward. You're just supposed to give time and attention to right now. I also feel like in that same breath, you don't want to put all your attention in the future and start future tripping, but you also don't want to spend so much time in your past that you take yourself out of this present moment. Again, the wheel of fortune is always turning. And so if you used to be on top, but you're feeling like you're at the bottom right now, it's always going to shift back around. There will always be ebbs and flows and changes that we can embrace in our lives. And so your guides are really just saying that whatever's happening right now that's causing you to have this moment of extreme frustration and just like, what the heck do I do? It's okay. It's okay that you feel that way, and it's not going to last forever. Right now is about getting grounded. It's about unveiling the truth. It's about listening to your emotions a little bit more clearly so that you can soothe yourself, so that you can get your mind into the right space, so that you can fully experience the best that this part of your life has to offer. It's just a learning experience. This is a time for you to ask for what you want, and for you to really feel worthy of it. I do feel like you're going to have to put some work in. This isn't as easy as you just thinking what you want and then expecting it to fall in your lap. You have to take your ability to create and really put it out there. I do feel that with the 3 of Wands here on the bottom of the deck, that there is this essence of waiting, that your guides want you to know that there is a slight delay in what you're asking for, like when you ask for it and the universe being able to deliver it. So you have to keep persisting. You have to keep working towards the next best thing for yourself and keep leaning into that creative, confident attitude that I know is in you because you've done it before. And the universe will let the rest, or the universe will work on the rest. You just have to focus on what you can do step by step to create what you want. And your guides are letting you know that the next best step is for you to feel your way. It's for you to embrace your emotions, embrace the subconscious, because there's something in your mind that lays dormant. There's something within you. There is an inner wisdom that needs to speak loudly, but until you really embrace your emotions, it may not come about. It may not come about easily, at least. So whatever's blocking that shit, whatever's holding you back and distracting you from really embracing what is intuitively yours, I think that it's worth exploring the pain there. It's worth exploring the frustration. It's worth exploring those things. And at the same time, it's also worth embracing that feeling of hope and knowing that things will always come back around. It will always shift. I'm listening to hear if there's anything extra that your guides want you to know, but it's pretty silent. So yeah, this is your message. This is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that it resonated and that you feel close to it. I thank you so much for opening yourself up and listening to it and sticking around. If you liked this reading and you like the way that I read tarot, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card reading. So thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Blessed be. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what your spirit guides want you to know the most right now. So you felt drawn to this card here, the tarantula. So this card is all about your intuition. It's about listening to your intuition, following that inner guide, and honoring that inner wisdom that we all possess. I definitely think that there is a crossroads that you're facing. There's a turning point in your life that your guides are recognizing through this message, and they want you to know that you know the next step. In your gut, you have a feeling and you know what's right. And if you're feeling confused, it's because you're investing your time and energy into habits and or addictions or routines that are taking you away from yourself, that are taking you away from that internal fountain of knowledge from within. Not to be dramatic or anything, but there's definitely a voice that I feel like needs to be honored right now and listened to. It might be a small voice from within. It might be a shaky voice. It might be a little bit nervous to come forward, but it's there and it definitely needs to be heard. So it's time to honor it. Let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Big wish come true moment. Big emotional fulfillment here. Lots of healing coming through. I definitely feel like you're rising above. You're rising out of the ashes or the darkness so that you can improve your life. I do think that there's this essence of you feeling a little bit tired. There's this heaviness that I feel. And so I'm wondering if you don't believe in yourself because you're honestly kind of tapped out. You may have reached burnout a little bit. And your guides are not telling you to like gather every ounce of your strength and just be resilient and push through. If that works for you, then sure, do that. Lean into that. Play to your strengths here. But I think that for a lot of you, you're going to need to be very tender with yourself right now. You're going to need to be very emotionally present with your situation and what you've gone through in order to get to this point. And also with that, give yourself permission to have hope. Give yourself permission to feel supported and taken care of by the world around you. I do feel like there's a lot in your path that has been very rewarding, but also very challenging. And so giving yourself that space to say, hey, I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm allowed to take a rest right now. I'm allowed to adjust as necessary and just check in with myself so that I can make sure that I'm continuing on the path that I'm invested in. What are the decisions that I'm making? And are they benefiting me or are they limiting me? It's always good to check in with yourself. And I see a lot of healing here with the Ten of Cups and the Star. There's so much emotional reward that I feel like will come your way as a result of you putting yourself first and your own mental and emotional health first. What else is coming through? Yeah, confirmation that you do not need to be this extremely resilient and powerful. I mean, those things are still existing, but I think that your perspective of what resilience and powerful looks like, or resilient and powerful, is not how your guides want you to approach the situation. They want you to focus on tenderness, on doing less, approaching the situation with more of an allowing, peaceful mindset. That way you can start to build and create the things that you want with purpose. Yeah, it's going to take work. You still have to take physical real life steps, but this isn't about you powering through. It's about you feeling your way through and really being gentle with yourself and trusting that inner voice from within. Trusting that sometimes action looks like staying still. Sometimes the next best step is doing nothing at all to make other people happy. Maybe other people are pressuring you to take a step because it seems logical to them. I thought something flipped around. I guess not. Yeah. It's feeling like there's just this scarcity around really fully nurturing and trusting your emotions. Maybe you don't feel ready for that yet, and that's okay. That's valid. Just give yourself time. I really feel like there are some things, though, that you're investing in, like with your time and your energy, that are holding you back from really living, your best emotional life. I think that there are some people, places, and things that are not serving you anymore. And again, it could be a habit, it could be an addiction, it could be just a routine that you're stuck in. Whatever it is, it's really holding you back from making that star moment come true, from listening to your intuition and trusting it fully. Yeah. Maybe there's an ending that you're facing right now, and instead of going towards it, instead of letting something die by not giving your time and attention to it anymore, you keep it persisting. You keep pushing and pushing and forcing it to stay in your life when it's ready to go. Okay. Overall, I do feel like your guides are really pointing you in the direction of letting go and making space. Making space specifically for more emotionally rewarding circumstances. There's definitely a wish come true in this. It does feel like you have asked, whether it's recently or in the past, for more authentic connections in your life, whether that be with a person, a place, like a job, maybe an environment that you're in, whatever it is, you asked to feel more connected to those things. And the only way for you to really get that is through nurturing your environment in a way that's going to make sense for that authentic version of yourself. I hope that makes sense. So think of the version of you that would exist in the life that you're asking for, and start taking steps that person would take, that version of yourself would take. That person lives inside of you. They already exist. You're already that person. It's just a matter of you practicing it and really stepping into that role. It'll become second nature for you. But I just feel like there are steps that you can take, but they're not going to look like how you logically are thinking they will. Intuitively and emotionally, you know the right steps to take. You know what's next. And your guides are really confirming for you that you have this incredible voice that needs to be heard from within. It's time to let go. It's time to trust your intuition. And it's time to create that happiness for yourself by stepping into the role that maybe you've been afraid to step into. Definitely a confirmation for sure that it's time to make the decision to let go. All right. That's what I'm seeing for you. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this message to be resonating and helpful, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick-a-card reading. So thank you so much for being receptive and hearing what your guides have to say today. I wish you all the best in letting go and trusting your intuition. I fully believe in you. You've got this. Blessed be. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what your spirit guides want you to know the most right now. So you felt drawn to the octopus, and this is your sign that it's time to set boundaries. The octopus is all about getting entangled with things. So if you are feeling like you are wrapped up in something that has gotten out of your hands, or maybe there's a situation or a relationship that you don't know how to navigate anymore, it's time to set clear boundaries. It's time to put yourself first, put your needs first, and create space. Create tangible space. This isn't about you pushing people away or pushing something away. It's more so about you choosing a path within what you're already invested in that's going to feel better for you. I also feel like there's a lot of inspiration that comes through with the octopus. Like, you have a lot of projects that you're probably interested in and you want to do them all at once. And it's going to be important to set boundaries with yourself so that you don't overwhelm your creativity, that you don't overwhelm yourself and end up reaching a state of burnout. So let's see what's coming through here with tarot. My goodness. Okay. Big energy. I definitely feel like there is something that is coming to an end, but you're afraid to let it go. You're afraid of what your life is going to look like if you don't consistently push forward into the direction that you've been pushing. You've probably spent a lot of time investing energy into whatever it is, but it is coming to an end. It is time to let it go and create a sense of wholeness for yourself. Create a sense of safety and security for who you are. Because I feel like the main fear here is not necessarily like what all is going to happen, but what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to be in relation to this new path that's opening up for you? I think maybe that's a little bit overwhelming. And I'm hearing, you're like, I literally just got comfortable. I just got situated in the life that I created for myself. So why does it have to change again? Why do I have to let go? It's like this frustration that things are always changing and you don't want to go towards it. But I am seeing that it's time. It's time to let go. It's time to move forward in this path. And I want you to know that your guides are letting you know that you are divinely protected. You have so much security and so much protection around you. It's not even funny. And so the second that you choose to let go and create that space, create that boundary with yourself, with the people that are keeping you stuck, with the jobs that are making you feel like you're crazy, all the things, whatever it is, I do feel like you're going to feel so much better, that things are going to really significantly improve for you. Chariot coming back out. Yeah, I feel like you're having anxiety about how to make it work. Like, you may have this frustration of like, dang it, why do I have to change again? Like, why does my life have to shift again? And at the same time, you're like, okay, well, I won't resist it. I'll go, but I don't have the resources. I don't have the way to make this work. I don't have the support. I don't have this. And I definitely feel like it really truly is a matter of you creating a sense, a stronger relationship with the universe and with your ability to create. I think that maybe the way that you're going about manifestation or the way that you're going about creating things may need a little bit of tweaking. And I definitely feel like it's within your mind. It's not necessarily something that you physically need to do. I think that you're great at taking physical steps. It's more so about you choosing specific attitudes, perspectives, mindsets. It just seems like there's a little bit of a shift there that needs to happen. You might have some pretty limiting beliefs that cause a lot of anxiety and end up keeping you stuck. So this is going to be your first step, is just creating a sense of safety within your mind so that you can trust yourself, so that you can trust your ability to choose the path that feels the most connected to you, and to choose the boundaries with yourself or with other people that are going to create the most, or that's going to create the most healthy lifestyle for you. I do feel like there's a lack of desire to reach out, which is interesting because I do see here with the Six of Wands that you have a great community around you. You have all of these people that want to support you. I just feel like you're too afraid to ask for help. You're too afraid to create connections because potentially they lacked boundaries in the past, and you felt like it was out of your control. Like it wasn't a steady, safe connection to have. And so better keep yourself safe by not choosing anybody at all. There's a little bit of that going on. So there's just this need for you to reach out. I do feel like your guides are telling you to ask for assistance, and don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to let yourself be seen, and let people know that you don't know the answers. With that being said, I do think that there are some connections in your life that truly just are not serving you. They need to be let go. And it does look like there is a lot of chaos coming up in your reading. That really makes me feel like you're going to need solid, supportive people. So as soon as you start setting these boundaries, you're going to see who really wants to be there through those boundaries and wants to respect you and uplift you and support you regardless. And who doesn't benefit from you having boundaries and ends up walking away or causing conflict. You'll see that happen naturally, and it's going to be important for you to purify that situation. It's going to be important for you to let things go, let the people fall out of your life that do not want to be there, because you are worth having healthy, consistent, stable, loving, supportive relationships in your life. And it does not need to be this situation of fighting somebody to prove the point of like why you deserve that. You don't need to argue healthy relationships into existence. This is something that you're really going to have to stand strong and say, I am better than this. I am worthy of something more stable and loving, and I deserve to find that. It may be a little bit chaotic of like how it comes about, but I definitely feel like you are more capable than you may realize. So don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to set boundaries within your relationships. and for you to lean into the ones that are really healthy, because I do feel like you have a good sense of community in your life. It's just there are a few people that you're going to have to remove in order to step into this authentic space that you're really looking for. Wow. You've got some work to do, but I definitely feel like your guides are bringing this to your attention because you're ready. Like, these cards wouldn't be coming out for you unless you were ready. So that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that you found this reading to be helpful and insightful and that you resonate with this message. If you like the way that I read tarot and you liked this message, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card reading. So thank you so much for being here and staying receptive to this message. I wish you all the best. Blessed be. Hello, group number 5. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and see what your spirit guides want you to know the most right now. So you felt drawn to this unicorn here, and this is all about having a spiritual awakening. Now, you're probably going to have a few different spiritual awakenings throughout your life. So it's just important to recognize that. This one is all about you questioning your faith, redefining what divinity is to you, really opening yourself up to answers and your intuition and your spirit guides, the universe, God, whatever you believe in. I definitely feel like right now your guides are recognizing that you may not believe in a whole lot, or you may be questioning what you believe. You may be kind of deconstructing some faith or rebuilding some type of faith in whatever. But whatever it looks like for you, just know that your guides recognize it. They honor the fact that you are in a bit of this in-between moment where you don't really believe in one thing, but you aren't really saying no to another. Like, it's an in-between space, and they honor the awkwardness that is there in that space. So let's go ahead and look at some tarot. Yeah. Rightfully so. I mean, you are going through this most likely because life has not been kind. You have probably been through a lot, and you are really feeling the effects of that and starting to question, where am I in all of this? Why is this happening to me? Why would the universe do this to me? What is the purpose of all of these situations coming to me at this time? What the hell is that about? And so there's this need that I feel like you have to be very logical and say, well, I don't believe. Like, obviously, whatever has happened in my life has happened because the universe doesn't love me, or whatever doesn't love me. I don't deserve support. Whatever the narrative is that you're saying. And so fuck it. I'm not going to believe. I don't want to believe in something that is continuing to disappoint me. There's this frustration and really this heaviness that comes with experiencing this downpour of negative circumstances. So I don't feel, with anything that's come through so far at least, or the energy that I'm tapping into, that your guides are disappointed in that they are frustrated with you kind of throwing in the towel, that they're confused at why you would feel this way. They recognize the frustration in it. They see and they honor the wall that is there, but they want you to hear them. They want you to understand that even though there's all of this confusion and frustration, you have a place in it. You have somewhere to go. This wall that you have built for yourself, it can be used as a stepladder. It can be used as something, as a tool to overcome the mental limitations that you are currently experiencing. And so there's this need right now for you to surrender. As hard as that might be, I feel like there's just this need for you to sit with that feeling. The feeling of surrender. Maybe even just sit with the word. Just let that be enough. Some of you might want to click out of the reading right now and just go sit with it, and that's totally valid. But I just feel like overall, your guides are honoring what your experience is in all of this, that life has not been very kind to you, and it's not all your fault. It's not this grand scheme to punish you for something. It doesn't necessarily work that way. And for you to recognize that is something that you will do on your own time, in your own way. But they are asking you to tap into a little bit of this surrendering moment. And if you're asking, well, how the hell am I supposed to surrender? It does look like it's going to come through your emotions. I do see that your guides are pointing at a little bit of a waiting period where you might not have all of the resources that you really feel like you need. And that's just because of a delay in creation. The things that you ask for, the things that you desire are not going to immediately, spontaneously, pop up into your reality. That's not how creation works. And so honoring the space and the work that goes into creating what you're asking, the relief that you're looking for, the happiness that you're seeking, and that security of knowing what you believe in, it will come. It's just a matter of you asking for it and waiting for it to come and taking practical steps in your life to assist the energy of it. It's not all, the universe's job. You have to also persist in the direction of what you want to believe in. So I do see that there's some anxiety that's coming through, a need to rework your mind, but I don't feel like you need to really think about things from a logical point of view, because I think that that's kind of getting in your way. When it comes to getting to a space of surrender and just acceptance, I see that coming from an emotional point of view. So I do feel that there's a need for you to put effort in an emotional way. So making sure that you're taking action in your life that feels inspired, that feels connected, that feels authentic to you. Maybe doing some inner child healing is where you can really start to recognize that, that surrender moment. I'm also seeing that, the surrender is only going to come as easy to you as you let it, because this is coming from your mind. It's coming from it's coming from deep within your mind. It's not just like this surface level thing that you can just pluck right out and deal with. It's a belief. It's a core belief that you have carried with you for a long time that is truly making you question whether or not you are on the right path, whether or not the universe loves you, whether or not you even have spirit guides, or whatever it is. This is a deeply rooted faith issue. And that's not a bad thing. And I truly believe that your guides are bringing this to your attention for you to understand yourself more, not so that you can believe in your guides more. That's just a perk of doing this work, but so that you can feel more connected to yourself. Because if you continue to believe that there is no purpose in you and purpose in your life, that everything is against you and whatever, then it's really going to feel discouraging. Now, this isn't to discourage you from, leaning into atheism or whatever you want to lean into, but I do think that within within your belief system, it's going to be important that you do recognize that there is purpose, that there may be a lesson. It may not be a comfortable one. It may not be one that immediately benefits you, but there are lessons within your circumstances and within your experience in living this human life. So overall, I feel like this is a little bit of an overwhelming message, but I think that your first step is just to honor the fact that it's okay that you feel confused. Simply put, it is okay that you don't know what you believe in or what you want to believe in, or that you feel angry at the universe for acting the way it's acting. And it's also important that you take the necessary steps to do inner child healing, trauma processing, and focusing on long-term stability so that you can create more authenticity in your life, create more passion and divinity and spirituality in your life, whatever that's going to look like for you. I really do feel that there are some things within your belief system deep down that need to be addressed, and it's probably going to take a little bit of, lifting the layers for you to get to the root of the issue. But it's there and it can be found, and you have what it takes to find it. You're just going to have to release and surrender first. So if you found this reading to be helpful and insightful and you resonate with it, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick-a-card reading. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to this message and staying receptive. I believe in you, and speaking from personal experience, I understand. I understand what it's like to be confused and not really have a solid belief, or be angry at the universe. You're valid. So thank you so much for being here. I love you. Blessed be.